and technology takes over. It is More Good News Wednesday, and I'm sorry for cutting off David Spencer there at D Spence NYC. Thank you, everybody, for rejoining me. We are back on track. Thank you, David Spencer. As we were finishing up, we'll let you go. Thank you. We are back in and on track. Please join me. We could not control the internet. I've been in it a long time, since 1992. I'm going on 30 years. It's incredible. Thank you, David Spencer at D Spence. What's going on?
Hey, David, how are you doing?
Thank you for your patience. How are you?
Absolutely. Good, good. I'm glad it wasn't me. I thought I was doing something wrong and it went down, but
No, I can see the numbers just fall. I'm like, wait a second, he's frozen there. Hopefully, I didn't get to give my proper goodbye to David. But anyway, welcome here. I know at Roland Bowlin, we got a lot going on. The co-founder of Roland in Bowlin. Give me a quick background. I know you went to TCU. Jeremiah
yeah.
Donati's one of my OG. He was an agent at Lee Steinberg, an incredible guy. Worked for Warren and I as well. He is the best. But tell me what you've done after you graduated and a little bit about Roland Bowlin. I know you got a question for me as well.
Absolutely. So we are a health food cafe and we specialize in acai bowls, smoothies, toast, and we've actually been strategically expanding through college campuses. So yeah, we went to TCU, me and my business partner. We actually started in a food truck, grew to brick and mortar cafes, and we have been expanding all over the country to all these different universities. And during COVID, we had to temporarily shut down our locations. And then we launched a direct to consumer business where we pre-packaged all of our smoothie and acai bowl recipes. And while we're shipping those out direct to consumer to people's doorsteps all over the country with dry ice and frozen form, you just add liquid and blend. They're amazing. And we're also going into retail stores as well nationwide. So we're in about 250 stores now and adding new lines of product in the retail space. So my question is this, David. We've been bootstrapping this company since day one. Like I said, we started in a food truck. We've been building the whole company based off positive cash flow, and we're growing pretty rapidly. We are about at 100 employees. And so now we're starting to think, at what point do we get a strategic investor involved?
Yeah, so this is a math decision. It's timing and risk tolerance. So determinative upon the value, the perceived value that you have, and the bottom line that you're going to take, that's when you take on, if you can find an investor that falls within the range of perceived value and bottom line, then you absolutely should take one on because I think your model is proven, your profitability is proven. Now it's time to scale. We did this in a synergistic space with Everbowl. COVID hit. Almost everything shut down. We restructured in the same format. They do later bowls, and they don't have the toast and the other accoutrements, and they're not focused in on colleges, although they have a couple. They're more focused in on taking advantage of the weak retail market by having very strong negotiators for leases that create even larger margin in that space. But I have a ton of strategics that I'd love to introduce you to. If you need help to decide on your perceived value and your bottom line, and you want to truly scale this is the time to do it. Obviously, you have a proven product and a proven profitability. That's all you need. Now you need perceived value with you and your co-founder to determine, okay, what should we be asking for? And then bottom line, what will we be willing to accept? Those don't make this more difficult than there is. There's more money on the sideline right now looking at successful companies like yours. I'd love to be an advisor with you and to find those and to help you through that. So we haven't posted it up there, but email me, david@dmeltzer.com, and I'll talk you through the rest of that. But for anyone out there that, we allow our emotions because it's been a long journey. People think you're an overnight success. You're going into year 5. And I know what that's like, why, you're graduating and bootstrapping, and no one will ever know that pain but you, and the investors won't respect that pain because they assume you're willing to go through that pain in order to effectuate where you're at. But you have to somehow now, after 5 years, take all your emotions out, get very pragmatic, and say to yourself, I have proven scalability, profitability, and this great process. What's my perceived value? What's my bottom line? And then let's go out there and scale. Does that sound fair?
That sounds very fair. Thank you so much. I'll definitely email you and looking forward to continuing the conversation.
You sit in a space I know very well, and I'd be excited to work with you guys. So thank you for thinking of us. And what a great question for so many people, because I know emotionally it gets to be draining and wearing. Congratulations
Right.
as well on your success, proving you can enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. There's my email right below, david@dmeltzer.com.
Perfect.
I will talk to you soon, man.
All right. Thanks so much, David. Have a great day.
Keep up the great work. I'll work with you
You
soon.
as well. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Roland and bowlin. What a great idea. He's killing it. Uh, Time in risk tolerance, perceived value, bottom line. Some of the simple ways Patrick Henry and Christina know that I've been teaching those peeps. And they've been living more good news every day, not just Wednesdays. So we got more good news Wednesday. David, I'm going to get you in here real quick to say goodbye, if that's okay. And thank you for rejoining us. And we're getting back to my friend. There he is. Hey, I wanted to say goodbye.
Yeah, no, we got cut off. I don't know, there was a little bit of technical difficulty, but certainly appreciate you having me on. And again, you know, we're an agency that's cutting edge and connecting brands with different celebrities and influencers across both our celebrity side and our sports side, and excited for the Super Bowl, where, you know, we're consistently called the quarterback off the field, and have taken over a lot of high value real estate in Los Angeles as far back as 3 years ago, and are going to be activating for different media companies like Bloomberg and Sports Illustrated. So we're ready to rock and roll, and certainly excited for the first meaningful event back, which is what we think Super Bowl will be.
That's awesome. I got a couple shows on Bloomberg, 2 Minute Drill and Office Hours, which will come out in November. And I'm doing a little Ask Me Anything bar with Sports Illustrated as well. So you and I will be doing a lot together. I'm super excited about that.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Awesome. Keep up the great work. If you need me, all you got to do is call anytime. Thanks, Dave.
Take care. Bye-bye, David.
Right on. What a stud, a legend. David Spencer. Reach out to him, D Spence NYC. We'll have him out at the Super Bowl where the sun is. That's right, California. There's just a sun tax to live here. Everybody, it's a good weather tax. They get so upset about how expensive it is to live here. And, you know, they don't get upset about how expensive their fancy cars are. There's a reason your fancy car is expensive, because it's worth it, right? It's a reason. It's made well. Don't you think there's a reason it's expensive to live in California? It is a weather tax. You should have been with me at the Pottery game last night. How beautiful it is, and cool and warm. The good weather tax, the sun tax. It's more Good News Wednesday. We're rocking and rolling. We've had such extraordinary guests already. If you want my perceived value and bottom line template, david@dmeltzer.com. So please, david@dmeltzer.com. Reach out to me if you want the perceived value and bottom line template or the open-ended question template. Never have to shovel your driveway from Justin Pugh in Markham, Canada. That's Toronto. No, there's no shoveling unless you want to shovel sand off of it because you got back from the beach and spilled some sand on your driveway. Then you may have to, brew or shovel some sand. But that's about it. david@dmeltzer.com. Get my ebook, my audio book, or I will sign a book and send it to you. Pay for shipping. I'll pay for the book. I'll pay for everything. It doesn't matter. david@dmeltzer.com. I got all these Midwestern and Eastern people, Joseph and Tammy and Keaton and Christine, just loving the good weather. You are all a true blessing to me. Thank you all so much. All right, where are we at? Our last person we're going to bring up, CEO and founder of the Bean Bears. And we're going to talk about those that came out in November of 2020. Talk about having some great insight. As she is a one-woman show. So she is a solopreneur. Let's bring her on and see where we're at. My friend, where are you? Sabrina, the Bean Bear. Come and join me. She's here. It's so easy. Thank you, everyone. It's more Good News Wednesday, and I got more good news for you because we have the CEO and founder, the solopreneur herself, the Bean Bear herself, Sabrina Evans. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh, you're a blessing. Thank you for lighting up my screen. It's such a wonderful pleasure to have you here. We need more people like you starting businesses to have the courage and the persistence to fulfill their dream. How did you come up with, in the middle of the pandemic, the Bean a Bear?
Oh gosh. Well, it's a deeply rooted story, and it all started when I lost my grandmother in 2009, I believe. So when I was in high school. Um, and after that, I kind of had a life-changing moment of, really understanding what life is all about. I watched her take her last breath, so I was just exposed to a lot, I guess you could say. And
So what did you learn? What is life all about?
oh man, it really, I think with COVID and just taking your last breath, that reminded me literally just to spend every day hour by hour and to really be present and to make memories with people and to celebrate those memories and to spread love, because that's what transcends time. um, I think that's what I've learned over the few years and then watching my grandma pass. Yeah.
I love that. Let me rephrase that because you are so aligned with the beliefs that I have. Someone wrote on there, stay calm and bear on. But more importantly, to stay present, we have to use thoughtfulness to transcend time. Thoughts
Mhm.
transcend time, right? The speed of thought moves faster than the speed of light. The speed of light,
Mhm.
186,000 miles per second, is the speed of time. So our thoughtfulness is what transcends, and our wishes are the thoughts that we want to have. And the only way that we can have wishes is to be healthy. When we're healthy, we have millions of wishes a day. And when we're not healthy, we only have one wish. And when those who we love aren't healthy, we only have one wish. And so, being healthy is such an important part. And then you talked about, taking inventory every day, those minutes and moments, the hours and days that we spend. And, I try to teach people these 5 simple daily practices of being present, of know your what every day, know who can help you, who you can help, know how to get it done, but know your now. If you don't know your what, your who, and your how, then you can't prioritize what to do now. You can't have that present feeling of doing thing now, and 100% of the things you do now get done. And then you can apply your why, feel fulfilled and purposeful and passionate and profitable in everything you do. And it sounds as if you had subconsciously, unconsciously, or maybe consciously even utilized daily practices in order to effectuate knowing your now and getting stuff done, regardless of what seemed to be uncertain and out of control the rest of the world with the pandemic. You focused in on your mindset, heart set, and what you wanted to get done with the what, the who, the how, and the now, and applying your why. As you did that, you transformed Bean a Bears into something very, very special. It has its sentimental purpose, but also has a high quality product. How did that evolution happen as you were determining, I got to do this now?
Um, so when I was evacuated from the Peace Corps last year, I had no job, nothing. I had a plan of going to grad school and getting my degree and pursuing a degree in psychology because I just love the human mind and I love people. So then when I, but I knew deep down inside that that wasn't my purpose right now. And because I was taught after I watched my grandma pass away, rewinding back, I was involved in hospice care and I learned how to make memory bears. And it was actually my mom who said, you should make a business. And it took a decade later for me to say, I want to make a business out of this. I think it could be more than just celebrating the lives that are no longer present on earth, but celebrating everyone's life, everyone's moments, and making it into a tangible product. Because that's what I've done for myself. I've always taken the time to celebrate the big and the small moments in life, because I think it's important. I've always been a person that loves to spread love, and I just was a knack for sewing and creating memory bears for people, and I hope to continue to expand and go global and all sorts of good things and visions I know God has planned. So yes.
It's so beautiful because your vision is something that we need with so many young people today, because everybody wants to be a celebrity. Everybody wants to be an influencer, an athlete, an entertainer, a billionaire. They want to be a celebrity, an entrepreneur celebrity. And you and I share a more humble position, and the humility that is the most powerful is to be a celebrant. And I always told people when I was young, I celebrate anything that's celebrated. When's your birthday? I celebrate it all the time. They're like, what? I'm like, I don't want gifts. I don't want gifts, but I'm a celebrant. I celebrate anything that's celebratable. You know, pissed off my religious family because I would be celebrating every single holiday that was ever existed. Not because I wanted to get out of school, but I wanted to celebrate anything that I could. I'm a celebrant, and so are you. And you're using your creativity and curiosity in order to curate more love, kindness, and peace. And what is it you think, last question, that creates such an emotional bond with the beanie bear? What is it that creates that emotional bond that makes it so valuable?
I think it's knowing that somebody is taking the time to, one, listen to your story and create something that allows them to celebrate it themselves. Because when I get these orders, I take the time to, you know, read the story that they send me, or even like talk to them on the phone. And I just feel their heart and their joy or their pain. And I think it just makes it special to buy a product that represents your story. I think oftentimes we buy things and it's like there's like no sentimental attachment to us. It's just, it's there. It may be nice, high quality, great. But I think what's special about Being a Bear is it's like you're buying into your own story. So, yeah.
I love that. You're giving them a reason, right, to remember, remind, recollect, and acknowledge. And whenever we have that, we're not buying things we don't need to impress people that we don't like. Anything that reminds us, remembers us, acknowledges us. These are all verbs that mean that we're one. That it's
Mm-hmm.
drawing us closer to everything and everyone. It's clearing the interference between us and the greatest source of light, love, and lessons, and all that interferes with that, and all that interferes between us and others, including those who have passed. So I appreciate you for reminding, remembering, and recollecting all of us to what's most important: our health, our happiness, our wealth, and worthiness. You are a blessing among bears. Check out BinaBears.com at Bina.bear_. She is amazing solopreneur. Sabrina Evans, thank you for your kindness and thoughtfulness and all that you do to celebrate others. We celebrate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, David.
You're on. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. What a way to finish. I told you it was more good news Wednesday. We just got more good news as our Wednesday evolves. And I promise you there's more coming for you. There is no hump in Wednesday. There is no resistance, no shortages, voids, and obstacles coming your way. They're only things that will propel you to a better place, a better position. I promise you. I promise you, there's no punishment coming your way. There's only more good news. When we learn the lessons and we find the solutions, it's just more good news. Opportunities to learn, to grow, to accelerate and expand. More Good News Wednesday. Join me every Wednesday for more good news. If you don't believe me, come join me. You'll see it there. We lost all our questions, so I was hoping somebody could pop one question as we finish up. If you want those 5 daily practices, email me, david@dmeltzer.com, or my ebook, my audiobook. I will sign a copy, send it to you, ship it to you, and pay for it. david@dmeltzer.com. You can always text me. Trainings on Fridays. Register. We have over 50,000 people registered for training. It's on IG. It's on Clubhouse. It's, of course, on our webinar, 949-298-2905. I've been doing free trainings for over 22 years now, and it keeps going up. Favorite lesson on the 12 ancient Sanskrit lessons. My favorite lesson of Sanskrit is there is no better than here. That's my favorite one for today. There is no better than here. So don't attach your emotions to an outcome. Go ahead and enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. There is no better there than here. Use the 5 daily practices. Know your what, your who, your how, your now. Apply your why to your life. Be passionate, purposeful, and profitable. Just email me. I'll give you the construct, the notes, the outline for you so that you can do it every day. 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. Please, everyone, join me. Ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a book, send it to you, pay for shipping and the book. David@dmeltzer.com. I'm here to be of service, and I know so are you. Thank you for joining me on More Good News Wednesday. There's always more good news coming, especially on Wednesday. Most importantly, everyone, be kind to your future self and do good deeds. We'll see you tomorrow.